Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to the 2025 CONCACAF Gold Cup Draw. Watching and reacting to the draw. Reacción de la Sorteo de la Copa de Oro de la CONCACAF. We are here. We are ready. Be about an hour. Shouldn't take much. Shouldn't take much. Yeah, shouldn't take much to get this one going. There we are. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way. So we'll see how it goes. With that being said, 16 teams ready to find out where they go for this tournament. We have Mexico, Canada, United States, Panama in pot 1. Mexico would be A1, Canada B1, Panama C1, United States D1. At least that's how it looks. We might see that's how it looks like it'll go. We already know where they go. Whoever gets Saudis in the group of death. I mean, with the fact that like half their players will be at the Club World Cup for Al Hilal, either way. We got pot 2, Costa Rica, Jamaica, Honduras, Haiti. We don't know where they'll go. Positionings mean more for their groups. Pot 3, or their pot, Guatemala, Trinidad, Tobago, El Salvador, Suriname. Pot 4, Guadeloupe, Curacao, Dominican Republic, and Saudi Arabia. Ranked number 16, but that's because they're the guests, not because they're the 16th team in this tournament. They'll probably finish above 16th for sure. But with that being said, possibly Al Nassr. Well, they're not replacing Leon Al Nassr, so, and Al Nassr not in the Club World Cup, so those players will still go, except Cristiano. Lol. Except Cristiano. Lol. Personally, I prefer a draw that would both give us an okay group that we could likely win, as well as a potential bracket that would give us a somewhat easy opponent in the quarterfinal. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that with Canada, but when you look at it, you hope that it's just something. Possibly will be, though. We'll see. I mean, I prefer them being 16th place. Be funny. Pay all that money to finish 16th place? Lol. That would be pretty funny. I don't want the group of death, but a cakewalk to the quarters, only to probably face Saudis or Jamaica. Canada should beat Saudi or Jamaica, no matter who they call up. Even if it's a 2023 Gold Cup style squad, they should still win that game. Even if they call up a B squad, they should still figure it out when it comes to Saudis and Jamaica. So we'll see how that goes, but the draw is about ready to go. Isn't good either. And there are mascots waving the flags of the 16 teams at the CONCACAF Gold Cup this year. The 18th edition of the Gold Cup this year. Damn, the Gold Cup's old enough to drive. Well, it's biennial. Either way, if you take the number of editions, the Gold Cup's old enough to drive and drink in Quebec. Not old enough to drink in the rest of Canada or the United States, but it's old enough to drink in Quebec. It's old enough to drink in Quebec. No joke. Quebec's audio was delayed in the CONCACAF stream. Oh, Lord. They did bad. That's bad. Well, We'll see. All right. See how the hosting goes. All right. All right, we're about to find out. How this goes. Two Jays, Red Sox. They're showing the draw on TV. These idiot broadcasters did some well. No, it's on FS1, shockingly, and TUDNA. I agree. My bad, FS1 isn't delayed. There you go. Okay. Falderall and bullshit. Come on. Just get past this. Come on. Let's get past the Falderall and bullshit. Is there a third place match? No, there hasn't been in about a decade. I think 2017 was the last third place match. It was either 15 or 17. Either way, it's either been a decade or 8 years. Was there a third place match in 2017? I know there was in 15. There wasn't in 19. There wasn't in 21. There wasn't in 23. Oh, they're doing the Cody Vader for the trophy. Whatever that SpongeBob reference was, I don't know. Football is more than one roll trophy. Well, Amal, football is more than one roll trophy. Gold Cup. No, I can't. No, it doesn't work. Awesome, Isaiah. The Landeskog jersey. Adds on to that. Canada, Costa Rica, Curacao, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guadeloupe, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Saudi Arabia, Suriname, Trinidad, Tobago, United States. Alphabetical order, of course. Most glorious cup on earth after the World Cup. Hey, at least this one CONCACAF teams can win. Certainly some the USA could win. Damn, they're showing the Belize get stomped out. Clip. Maybe. I mean, they always have Falderall and bullshit for CONCACAF's draws. But you know what? I don't mind it. Them trying to overdo it a little bit. I remember the days where they just put it studio and just did random stuff. You know what? I like sometimes Folderol and bullshit's good. Sometimes it's too much, but you know, I like that they're trying to add a little bit of flair to it. I remember the days where they were freaking drawing the names of teams behind a green screen, and it looked like a horrible Windows Movie Maker video. So you know what? I don't mind it. I remember those days. I don't mind this at all because it is epic. The tournament is always exciting during groups and semis. By the semis, the same finalists as always. Is that a new Gold Cup ball? Awesome. The Gold Vantaggio 5000. So the same ball, but with golden squares instead of blue squares. Got it. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Really, it's the same ball, but golden squares. Am I the only one that... Okay. I miss Nike. I miss Nike. I think it is. Yeah, exactly. I miss Nike. Nike made better footballs, but they had to go to Molten. Ay, ay, ay. Do better. Can't wait to buy it at Ross next year for $15. That shit ain't worth $15 right now. That ball's worth $5. I wonder what tariffs are going to make it out to be. Oh, look, it's Villar, the new CONCACAF mascot. Villar. They're doing way too much. Let's get this over with. How we doing, Winvo? Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday to Winvo, because it's his birthday at his time zone. Oh, they did use the word football. Okay, cool. Villar's the new CONCACAF mascot. It's been the mascot for like a month now. Oh, I see the 41 in the logo. Hey, smart. Hey, that's clever. No, it's not. Yeah, you know what? They are kind of dragging it now. They are kind of dragging it now. What the hell? Can't they just shut up and get straight to the point? I agree. But gives me more watch minutes. It is what it is. You see Mexico leaked their new kit. It's supposed to be the Levi's kit from the 70s. Yeah, I saw that. Gold Cup. Is this the stadiums or the format of the draw? Stadiums. SoFi Stadium, the house that Kroenke built. Arlington, Texas, Jerry World, AT&T Stadium. Austin, Q2 Stadium, the home of Austin FC. Carson, the home of the LA Galaxy. Houston, Shell Energy Stadium. I don't have no clever line to say. Las Vegas, the Death Star, Allegiant Stadium. Minneapolis, Minnesota, the home of Target, Allianz, US Bank Stadium. Oh, it's actually the home of the Vikings. Skull. Glendale, State Farm Stadium, the home of 18-1. San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium. The Chargers should be playing there. San Jose, PayPal Park, the home of the Earthquakes. We hate you, John Fisher. Santa Clara, Levi's Stadium, the home of the most overrated team in the NFL, the 49ers. St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the West, City Park. Vancouver, Canada, the home of the third wheel team, the Vancouver Whitecaps. Houston, Texas, also has NRG Stadium, the home of the Houston Texans, or the Strouds. No moon, the Strouds. The Strouds. Elbows up. I did not plan on throwing those shots in there, but that was pretty good for the stadiums. But I thought that was pretty good. Thought some of those were clever. Just get to the draw, right? Oh, Luis Fonsi's doing the 2025 Gold Cup song. Yay, Despacito Gold Cup version. Oh, Lord. Well, I'm still probably going to overplay it because it's a CONCACAF song, but we'll see if it's better than last year's or 2021's. I don't know. Is he going to talk to Justin Bieber, or is Justin Bieber crashing out too much to do the song? Is Justin Bieber crashing out too much to do the song? The world may never know. Just get to it. Yeah, I know. 905 or 904. 904 talked about the FS1's on time, though. Now they got to bring out the people doing the draw. At least D-Rose there. You. Despacito for the halftime show confirmed. Carlos Fernandez, the CONCACAF Chief Football Competitions Officer, out to help with the draw. Can't believe Pumas lost to Vancouver. I told you Vancouver would win. I said Vancouver would win the tie. They're actually good right now. I want Trinidad versus Canada. Hopefully in the knockout stage. That sounds good to me. Nice, Isaiah. Awesome. Might be at the Club World Cup. Nice. Sadly, I'm just going to be covering it here. Well, I don't know about here per se, but on camera. I know I'll be covering it on stream. Prediction for CONCACAF Champions Cup final. I don't know where exactly I'll be, but I got Miami versus Cruz Azul. I'll give you that one for free, even though I was doing my predictions for the semifinals tomorrow. I'll give you that one for free. I already recorded the video, so either way. Miami, Cruz Azul. That's my prediction for the final. Who's going to play it? I won't predict the final till we get closer. I think Miami wins it, though, especially if they host it. If Miami hosts it, I think they'll win. I don't know if they'll win it in Mexico. You know what's crazy? Miami might win the Champions Cup without stepping foot in Mexico. How crazy is that? My Lord, they haven't started the draw yet. Nope. Still full of roll and bullshit, but we're getting closer. Still full of roll and bullshit, but we're getting closer. Here we go. Gold Cup. How's the tournament work? 16 teams. Canada, Costa Rica, Curacao, Dominican Republic, so on and so forth. CONCACAF Nations League qualifiers. 8 teams, 7 prelim teams, and Saudi Arabia as a guest nation. True. 4 teams per group. 4 pots, 4 teams per group. Each team plays each other once. Knockout stage. The top 2 teams per group advance to the knockout stage. Of course. Quarterfinal, semifinal, final. One-legged. 1D versus 2A, 1B versus 2C, 1A versus 2D, and 1CB, 2B. The winners of each game go to the semifinals, and the winners of the semifinals go to the final. Hello, McFly. Here we go. Now the pots are finally on the... That only took 2 minutes. The pots are finally on the platforms, and here we go. They really are dragging it, aren't they? They really are dragging it, aren't they? They're dragging it. They're bringing out the players to help the draw. Jorge Campos, Mexican legendary goalkeeper, out to help with the draw. Jorge Campos. I don't run this, sadly. He's wearing sandals on stage. Oh, God. Nobody needed to see that or focus on that, but okay. All right. Surfer dude. I know the former coach of the New York Jets loved that shot, though. Yeah. Keep the camera above. Yeah, good. Keep the camera above the, yeah. Just walk behind your podium, dude. Keep the camera above, yeah. Keep the camera above his freaking, yeah, keep it, yeah. Don't, no, I don't want, no. Sandals with a suit? Okay. I'd rather him just wear the keeper shirt. Just wear the keeper shirt if you're going to be wild. Don't, not the sandals. Hey, it's not my fault CONCACAF put the freaking camera on his sandals 5 times. Marcelo Balboa coming out for the draw. U.S. legend. Rapids legend as well, by the way. Yes. There you go. I know D-Ro's going to come out there. D-Ro. Is it D-Ro? Come on. D-Ro. Dwayne De Rosario. Come on. Canadian legend. Love it. TFC legend as well. D-Ro. Yeah, but you got to be able to jump. You can be short. Got to be able to jump. I mean, Pickford could jump too. I can't. I never could jump. So that's my problem. I never could jump. That's my problem. So Dwayne De Rosario is playing TSTs at this point, but he still got it, ironically enough. He still got it. He still got it. Blas Perez from Panama. Played for the Whitecaps. Okay. Champagne bartender suit. Nah, that's a white party suit. Either or. Either or. James Bond. James Bond. There we go. That's better. James Bond. Now we're finally getting to the draw. Boston up 4-3 versus the Jays. It's extra time. They've won. You want me to say it? You want me to answer? Anna. There's your answer. Finally, we're starting. Here we go. Double blind system. 1, 2, 3, 4 pots have the teams. 5, 6, 7, and 8 have the positions. 5 has A1 to D1. 6, A2, D2. A2 to D2. 7 and 8 goes as far. Ranked by the CONCACAF rankings besides Saudi Arabia. The top 4 teams get put into the top of each group. Mexico, Canada, Panama, USA, and pot 1 corresponds. Then pot 2 is Costa Rica, Jamaica, Honduras, Haiti. Pot 3, Guatemala, Trinidad, Tobago, El Salvador, Suriname. And pot 4, Guadeloupe, Curacao, Dominican Republic, and Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Boom. Why did it take a little bit longer? Either way, there you go. Pot 1, each team. Mexico is the current champions, highest ranked team, and the 3 other highest ranked teams in pot 1. They'll all be corresponded to a spot out of pot 5. A1 for Mexico, B1 for Canada, C1 for Panama, D1 for the United States. So we know where they're going to sit. The question is where everybody else joins. Mbappe, pot 3 is crazy. Wait, what? Wait. What do you mean Mbappe, pot 3? Mexico, Group A, Canada, Group B, Panama, Group C, USA, Group D. That's how it's going to start. Then Group 2 with pot 6 will fill out the other 4 groups. Then we go pot 3 and pot 4 with pot 7s and pot 8. I mean pot 4. Mbappe's in pot 4 if you're going by the flag. If you're going by the flag Guadeloupe, it's pot 4. Here we go. Pot 1. Campos to take it out of pot 1. And then Blas Perez take the positions out of pot 5. So Mexico's the white ball. It will come out first. And there it is. Mexico should be in this ball. Corresponded with the white ball out of pot 5 is position A. Mexico is out of pot 1. Mexico is out of pot 1. Pot 5, Blas Perez to pull the white ball out of pot 5, which should put them in Group A. Really? Okay, this should be position. This should be Group A. And it is Group A. Mexico and Group A. All right. Canada on the blue ball. I'll leave that alone. Canada on the blue ball. There is Canada. To Group B out of the blue ball in pot 5. Come on. It gets more fun after this. Gets more fun after this. And there's Group B. There's the Group B paper. There you go. Canada and Group B. We knew that, though. United States will be last. Panama in the yellow ball. Panama is out of pot 1, which means the yellow ball in pot 5 will be Group C. Do we really have to be this slow for this one? Blas Perez's team, he will put them in Group C. There it is. Group C. Panama in Group C. And finally, the red ball has the USA in it. The United States of America is out of the pot. They will go to Group D. The red ball in pot 5 is Group D, and they will have to go to Group D. Europa League draw was better. I'll tell you how the ideal group looks. I'll tell you if it looks ideal to me when we get there. This should be the Group D position, and it is. So we have pot 1 finished, United States, Estados Unidos in Group D. Here we go. Pot 2. Now it gets wild. Pot 2. Now it gets wild. We don't know where they're going. They could go anywhere. And finally, the first team to be randomly drawn comes out. That'll be Costa Rica. Costa Rica. First team out of pot 2. Blas Perez will keep drawing the position places for this pot. Of course, Jorge Campos still picking out the teams for pot 2. Where will Costa Rica go? I would prefer it not to be Group B. I would prefer it not to be Group B. Give me Honduras or Haiti. Let's see. Who will it be? It will be Group A. Group A. Costa Rica versus Mexico. Miguel Herrera gets to play Mexico. That one looks tasty. Next team to come out. We have Jamaica, Honduras, and Haiti left. Costa Rica in Group A. It's going to be a tasty match. Miguel Herrera gets to play Mexico. Oh, Lord, that could be crazy. Jamaica's out. Jamaica has been pulled out of the pot. They could go B2, Group B, Group C, or Group D. I would prefer it not to be Group B. Well, they do play dinosaur football. Costa Rica was probably the worst situation for Canada. Honduras and Jamaica and Haiti are all beatable. I really just didn't want Costa Rica out of pot 2. Jamaica I could live with. They play dinosaur football. So we'll see what happens. Jamaica, where will they go? Which group will they go? Group C. Group C for Jamaica. They play Panama. So Canada gets Honduras or Haiti. We'll see where they go. Who comes out next? And we'll see where they go. If it's not Group B for this one, it'll be Group B for the next one. Who's coming out? Honduras. Honduras is out of Group B. Or out of the pot 2. Who will they go to? My bad, they're not out of. We don't know where they're going yet. Honduras. It'll either be Group B or Group D. Pot 2 is where they came out of. My bad. Really? Honduras. They're pot 4, BKL. We have Group B for Honduras. They will be playing Canada. I'll take it. Challenge Honduras in Group B, which means Haiti is going to Group D. We'll let them be pulled. But Haiti will be pulled out next. Haiti will be pulled out next. Sweetie, Haiti. USA got an easy group so far. Yeah, I'm happy it's not Costa Rica or Jamaica for Canada, though. But Haiti, United States. And there it is, Haiti out of pot 2. And they will go to Group D, but we have to see the ball get pulled, and we'll put it to the next. We'll be halfway through the draw. Make sure the paper's right. It is, but no one CONCACAF. Big Suriname time. Give it a second. Haiti will be playing the United States. And the 2 other teams that get joined into Group D. Pull the ball. Yeah, but they're not playing Canada right now. Red Wings are beating the Panthers. Oh, no. Group D. Group D for Haiti. There you go. Now we're on to pot 3. Guatemala, Trinidad, Tobago, El Salvador, and Suriname. We shall see where it goes. And D-Rose starts pulling some of the names. And Marcelo Balboa pulling the positions. We're halfway through the draw. I know. Don't remind me. That was hell. Don't remind me. That was hell. Most goated pot is next. Panthers shaking in their boots. No, they just want to play the Leafs. Ugh. How are you losing to the Red Wings? No joke. Like, really, if you're the Panthers, how are you losing to the Red Wings? Either way, that's neither here nor there. I lost it. Oh, I crashed out. I was mad. They blew the lead. Oh, I was mad. I was flaming mad. I was burning mad. Smoke was coming out of my ears. That's how bad it was. Smoke was coming out of my ears. Smoke was coming out of my ears. That's how bad it was. They're talking too much. Marcus Godinho. I never want to see that man play a minute of football ever again. And the worst part is that man had to play the damn, what's it called? The U20 or whatever for the Olympic qualification. Yeah, that was hell. And here we go, pot 3. Finally. I think I did. El Salvador is out of pot 3. El Salvador is out of pot 3. Group B for Guate. You know Canada's going to beat you. Pot 7 will decide where El Salvador goes. La Selecta, El Salvador. Out of pot 3, where will they go? Saudi Arabia's pot 4, yes. Balboa to pull the position. Here we go, and it's going to be Group B for El Salvador. I'll take it. Canada will play El Salvador and Honduras. I could take that. I'll live with it. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. It's not bad. That's not bad. El Salvador is still going through turmoil. I could live with that. Okay. Guatemala probably would have been the worst team. I prefer Suriname or El Salvador out of pot 3, so I'm not even mad about that one. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad is out of pot 3. Let's see where they go. Like, I'm not mad about it at all. I'll take El Salvador and Honduras any day of the week and twice on Sunday. I didn't really want Trinidad or Suriname, or Trinidad or Guatemala during the group stage. Suriname or El Salvador is what I preferred, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Trinidad, Tobago. See where they go. Group D. Group D for Trinidad and Tobago. They will be playing the USA and Haiti. Oh, another USA-Trinidad game. I love it. Just like 2023. Just like 2023, just swap Jamaica for Haiti. Trinidad again. Trinidad, USA, Haiti. Again. Pochettino's got to go through the Trinidad test. He's got to go through the Trinidad test. Guatemala or Suriname? Who's it going to be? We got Suriname out of pot 3. Suriname's out of pot 3. Guatemala will be the last team to come out of it. So they know where they're going no matter what. After this pick, they know where they're going. So where's Suriname going to go and force Guatemala to go? This pretty much just kills 2 birds with 1 stone, but they got to do the last one anyway. Suriname will go into Group A. Group A for Suriname. Oh, you're screwed, specimen. Group A for Suriname. Pray to the bozo you don't get eliminated. Or pray to the bozo Raul's not on fire. And finally, Guatemala. Guatemala going to Group C. Guatemala going to Group C. They have a winnable group. They have an advanceable group. Probably not Panama. Probably not over Panama, but Jamaica plays dinosaur football. I think Guatemala has a chance. Group C might be the group of death. Let's just be real. Group C for Guatemala. And finally, pot 4, Guadeloupe, Curacao, Dominican Republic, and Saudi Arabia. I would prefer not to get the DR or Saudi Arabia. I don't want the Dominican Republic, and I honestly don't want Saudi Arabia. I'd rather have Guadeloupe or Curacao. Canada would still beat Saudi Arabia, but Guadeloupe, Curacao would be much easier. Dominican Republic, I'm probably the most afraid of the Dominican Republic when it comes to this pot. Because you really don't know what they are. They're positive. They're growing. You don't really know what they are. Saudi, I'm not afraid of them, but I'd rather have Guadeloupe or Curacao. Saudi Group C, come on. Curacao Group A. Well, yeah, that's your win. Well, that's your win. Besides, also, Dutch Antilles situations, I guess. Pod 4. 4 more teams to draw. Dwayne prays and Marsh, as he should. Panama's in Group C with Jamaica and Guatemala. It's the group of death. No matter what, I think Group C is a group of death. But you get Saudi Arabia or Dominican Republic. Oh, sure. It is. It is. It is. But 4 more teams to draw, 4 more places to draw. I will take Canada's group so far. Hell, if it is Saudi Arabia or the DR, I'll take it. But you don't really want the surprise package with Honduras and El Salvador, knowing that can be tough. And you really don't want Saudi Arabia with them too, knowing they might be tough. Guadeloupe, Curacao at least gives you 3 points. So the final will be Canada, Panama. I would love that. I would love that. Suriname has some decent potential. Yeah, they just got to fire. They just got to fire the bozo. That's all. They got to fire the bozo. Canada got Honduras, El Salvador. We'll find out the 4th team. They just got to fire the bozo. That's all. You can talk about it after it's over. Finish it off. Come on. They really are trying to pull this thing. We're almost to an hour, which I expected, but still. You might go over an hour. That would shock me. Here we go. Pot 4. Come on. They're dragging this. Give us Curacao, Group A. Give me freedom. Give me fire. Give me Curacao or I retire. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, that was whatever. They're doing too much now. He actually does. He looks like a James Bond waiter. Here comes pot 4. Here we go. And Guadeloupe comes out of pot 4 first. All right, where will they go? Where will they go? I want to see another Canada-Guadeloupe game. I blame Herdman for the draw, nothing else. I blame Drone Boy for that draw, nothing else. Pot 8. Where will Guadeloupe go? Group C for Guadeloupe. Group C for Guadeloupe. All right. Guadeloupe in Group C. So Panama, Jamaica, Guatemala, Guadeloupe for Group C. Group of death for sure. Group of death for sure. Group of death for sure, Group C. I will go there. I will go with that. Who's next? Will be the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic. Out of pot 4. They could go A, B, or D. Where will they go? Where will they go? Which way did they go? Which way did they go? One of 3 groups. Pretty much that simple. And it will be Group A for the Dominican Republic. Group A. Which means we have Mexico, Costa Rica, Suriname, Dominican Republic. For Group A. So Saudi Arabia is either going to Canada's group or Curacao, but I think Canada avoided the hardest team in pot 4, in my opinion. Which is a good thing. I mean, it's pot 4, but it's a good thing. Any given day, Curacao or Saudi Arabia for, well, we'll see where they go. Mexico, Costa Rica guaranteed to get out. 50-50 is Saudi at Group B. It's not like the Al Hilal players are going to be there. And it's going to be Curacao out of pot 4. Of course, Saudi's the last team to get drawn. Probably paid money for that to happen. What? Curacao will be Group B or Group D. Will it be the Canada group or the United States group? We'll find out. Chicago's getting beat by the Bruins. Shocking. There's one team left to be drawn and 2 positions left to be drawn, but we know where they will go when it comes to each position once this gets drawn. And it's going to be Group. Curacao goes to Group B. Group B for Curacao. They play Canada, Honduras, and El Salvador. I'll take it. All right. And that means Saudi Arabia will be the last team out and going to play the USA, Haiti, and Trinidad. Let's go Trinidad over Saudi. Didn't Haiti beat Qatar last time as well? Do it again. Do it again, Haiti. Sweetie, sweetie, Haiti. Thank goodness. Yes. Both Dutch Antilles. USA, Saudi, top in Group D. I hope you're wrong. Give me Trinidad, boys. Give me Trinidad, USA. And finally, Saudi Arabia is out of the pot. Pot D, Saudi Arabia is out. That's the final team drawn. Still have a position to be drawn, which will be Group D. USA Group of Death? No, Group C. Group C, Group of Death, in my opinion. And Pot D, Group D will be Saudi Arabia. We know what it's going to be. And the draw has concluded. Saudi Arabia joins Group D with the United States, Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago, which means Group A, Mexico, Costa Rica, Suriname, Dominican Republic. Group B, Canada, Honduras, El Salvador, and Curacao. Group C, Panama, Jamaica, Guatemala, Guadeloupe. And United States, Haiti, Trinidad, Tobago, and Saudi Arabia, Group D. I say Group of Death is Group C. No way Haiti goes on. I said Trinidad. So, you sure about that? Acting like Miguel Herrera doesn't exist. Coaching Costa Rica. Hey, you know what? Maybe Raul chokes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Well, I don't blame you for being confident. I prefer being confident than not. So, do with that what you will. Hey, you got to be confident. It's the only way to be. It's the only way to be. Who's winning Gold Cup? Canada, Honduras probably out of Group B. Jamaica, Guatemala, well, Panama. I say, you know what? No, I'm going to say it. Panama, Guatemala out of Group C. I'm going to say it. United States, Trinidad out of Group D. Tyrese Spicer Masterclass. So, Canada. Canada versus Jamaica. Or Canada versus Guatemala. They should win that. Mexico versus Trinidad. Mexico. Costa Rica versus United States. United States. Panama versus Honduras. Panama. This is going to be the same Final Four as the Nations League. I think Canada does it. I'm going to say Canada wins the trophy. I said they would this summer. I still stick with it. Canada wins a trophy. Who has the hardest group? Group C. Group C is the group of death. Panama, Jamaica, Guatemala, Guadeloupe. I don't think Group D is the easiest group. I say Group B. I think Canada should easily get out of that group. Honduras is probably the favorite to be the second place team. But El Salvador has a chance, but I wouldn't say that's the group of death. I'd say Group B is the easiest. Group C is the hardest. That's true, but it also depends on where they play. It also depends on where these teams play. Like if Canada plays Honduras, El Salvador, Curacao, and St. Louis, they're winning that game. I hate to tell you. If they played at LA, it might be a bit more tough. Especially El Salvador. El Salvador versus Canada, LA would be nuts. Like LA, El Salvador, Canada would be mostly El Salvador fans. For sure. If they played any of those games in St. Louis, I think Canada would be just fine. If they played in Vancouver, Canada will be surely fine. But if you played at LA, we'll find out. I think Mexico will destroy the most. Suriname, probably. I think Dominican's going to give a fight. I don't think Costa Rica's going to get destroyed by Mexico. Herrera won't let that happen. So probably Suriname. So do that what you will. We'll review the draw. I'll do a draw review video once I finish the stream. Tomorrow's the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Quarterfinal recap, semifinal prediction. I already recorded the video, so I'll put that up soon. We'll see what goes on through the rest of the time. But Mexico's still Mexico, though. He can. How you stop Raul Jimenez, though, unless he chokes himself? Unless he just chokes all night. How? Stop Raul Jimenez, you win or draw. Maybe. You don't? Well, look at what happened to Panama and Canada. Do that what you will. Mexico, there's one thing. You stop Raul, you stop Mexico. That's the good news. It's very hard for people to stop Raul at this point, though. That's the problem. And sadly enough, Raul ain't going to the Club World Cup because Fulham sucks. Fulham's owned by Tony Khan, so of course they're not going to the Club World Cup. Because Tony Khan's a money mark. He doesn't know how to succeed at anything. Even the team that succeeds the most, he doesn't know how to succeed at anything. Tony Khan is a money mark. So no, you'll have to deal with Raul Jimenez because Tony Khan is a money mark. He's a mark. Slightly. I think Suriname has a slight chance. Could blow up in their face, but it's not like they're impossible. I like that the Shriners are supporting the Gold Cup, though. That's nice. I respect that. I love that. Hat tip to the Shriners. Was Herrera the coach then, though? That's different. I'm not saying they're going 8-0 Suriname like they did Belize. What I am saying is Miguel Herrera is a whole different coach. You don't want to mess with Miguel Herrera. Trust me. I know how that worked out with Toronto. So when he played against Toronto. So do that what you will. Smart Fulham fans. They shouldn't like that money mark. Good. I respect Fulham fans then. And here we go. Doing a Gold Cup post-show live stream, really. It's good to have hope, but there you go. Really? Highlights of the draw? There were highlights of this? Man United. There were highlights of this? We're going to show highlights of the draw. What highlights? A draw has highlights. CONCACAF got to squeeze out all that airtime, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Squeeze out all that airtime. No, it wasn't. With that being said, Jorge Campos. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification on subscribe. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you within the hour for the review of this draw. I'll tell you what I think about each group. No predictions yet. We saved those for pre-tournament. And we'll be on our way. So we'll talk about the draw. I'll give you my thoughts. And there you go. So with that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you.